Very good morning, students. Hope you all are good. So in our today's module we will be discussing about the poem The Kite from Honeysuckle book. Children, all of us like to fly kites. Have you ever tried to fly one? So we'll read this poem about a kite as it flies in the sky. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. So, children, here the poet says that the kite brightens up in the blue sky. Here, blue represents sky. Like a ship, it involves itself in different actions such as diving, snapping, dipping, and soaring with sudden gusts. It pulls, then it takes rest as the wind falls. Then, with the help of a new breeze, it gets a new life and starts going up. But it gets torn or worn out only when it gets struck to the top of a tree. So, this was the gist of the poem. Now, children, the first two lines says that how bright means how shiny on the sky is a kite. Fine, the kite looks shiny when it moves in the sky, and especially when it's new. So when the kite is new, the poet is saying how lovely, how bright, how shiny it looks on the sky. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. Snap means move. So here dip means to slip into the water for a short time or to enter the water gently. Dive means to jump into the pool with force. So here children, the kite is dive and dip and it moves its tail. So it moves its tail, and the movement of the tailless kite is compared to a ship with a sail. Sail means to travel across water in a boat or ship. Then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides. So children, here poet says the movement, I have already mentioned this thing, the movement of the tailless kite is compared to the ship of a sail. Like a ship moves, so it is compared to a kite is compared to the ship. It climbs to the top of a wind and pulls, then it takes rest as wind slows down. So children, here poet says that the kite climbs up to the crest, to the top. When wind blows, the kite goes on to the top and it pulls. But when wind slows down, it takes rest. So climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. Gust means wind. Then seems to rest as wind falls. So when wind falls, when wind falls, it seems to take rest. When string goes slack, you wind it back. Children, this means string means to which the kite is attached. So it goes loose. Fine, you wind it back and run until a gentle or light wind blows. So what happens? When your string it gets loose, so you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows. Here breeze means, what is the meaning of breeze? A gentle or light wind. Wind means air. And its wings fill and up it goes. So children, when wings are filled up, it goes up. And when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree, a kite looks very bright and beautiful on a clear sky. But when it gets struck on a tree top, it gets torn and gives a poor worn out look, which is not liked by anyone. So this is what they are saying. Again, how bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. So when kite is new, it looks lovely and bright in the blue sky. But a ragged thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. So here, children, the poet says, ragged means a poor appearance, a worn out look. So a kite, it looks very bright and beautiful on a clear sky, but what happens when it gets struck on a tree top? It gets torn and gives a poor worn out look, which is not liked by anyone. So this was your poem, which was written by Harry Ben. So I hope, children, the poem is understood by everyone. Now we will do the question answers of this poem, that is the kite, in our next module. Thank you.